Hello everybody, I'm super excited that you're going to get to come through the book tasting today. When you come down with your class, please try to be on time. You'll notice on the schedule that we have kind of a back to back to back, not a lot of wiggle room, so try to be prompt and we'll try to be on time on this side of the door. Please make sure that you wait quietly with your class outside the door. Don't come into the library until whatever grown-up is working this first room lets you in. Could be me, might be a helper, but once we say, come on in, that means we're ready for you. And you will quietly walk this way. So the first room is going to be the entree room. And as you come around this World War II book display, you'll notice that there is a table with menus. I would like for each of you to pick one up and take it with you throughout the book tasting and keep it. There's also going to be an ice chest with waters. You are welcome to have a water. Then you will come through and there will be a guest chef here with, which you can already tell is going to be bread in the first room, the appetizer room. So we're going to be talking about bread, and we're going to be talking about the book, The Greatest Treasure Hunt in History, The Story of the Monuments Men. And I'm also gonna just briefly mention the Butter Battle book. So there's going to be a page in your menu where you can take a peek and read along with us. And there's also a KWL chart, which is what I know, what I want to know, what I have learned. So you can fill this out later in your class. After we finish, before we get started, you'll get your bread. Of course, you'll say thank you to the chef, and then you will walk and you'll have a seat. If the group that you are coming through the book tasting with is too large for everyone to have a seat, please be courteous and make sure that you don't take a seat in every room and the same person have to stand in every room. Gentlemen would be nice, or the ladies have a seat. So just be a courteous friend and walk with your food, don't rush, and either have a seat or stand wherever there's room. Don't start eating until after the guest chef tells you what they did, what they made, and then you can taste the food while we sample the story. If your tongue doesn't like the taste of it, don't make a face. Don't be putting on a show. We don't want to be rude. These guest chefs have put their heart and time and talent into making this, so everybody's taste buds are different. You may not like it, but just kind of discreetly just wait, and on the way out, you can throw it away. I do want you to tidy up before you leave and push your chairs back in, because another group is going to be coming and I want for them to have just as nice of an experience as you had when you first walked in. Please take care of my stuff. Don't destroy my tablecloths or my displays, my flowers or my candles. I want to be able to do this every year, so please help me take care of this stuff. All right, when we are finished with the appetizer room, we will walk this way to the entree room. And in this room, you're going to be hearing about a Southern fiction young adult book written by a local author. Her name is Candace Marley Connor. She has a student that goes here to Barton. And she's going to be in here talking about her book. You can read along in the menu, and then she'll talk briefly about her creative writing process. You can take some notes if you want to, or reflect back on it later in the classroom and write down something that stood out to you. In this room, we're going to be sampling popcorn, and you're going to either eat a traditional popcorn flavor, or you can choose from two options that will have a sweet or kind of a tangy. So, flavored popcorn in the entree room. And then everybody's favorite room, the dessert room, will be in the exploration lab. Again, please make sure that you don't start eating until after the guest speaks. And when you leave, that you have a tidy room. All right, in the dessert room, you will walk past here and you will get to taste or take a snickerdoodle cookie and then have a seat. Don't eat it until the guest chefs tell you what they did to make it. All right, and then in this room, I'm really excited. We have a graphic novel as the book to sample. And it's an informational text graphic novel with pictures about the history of desserts. Yum. So we're going to be talking about one of the cookies that's introduced in the book, the Snickerdoodle. There's also a really cool takeaway for you. It's basically When you have a problem with a cookie, like maybe it's too tough or too crumbly, you can figure out why that happened. So it's all about the science of baking. So there's some really cool books to sample and foods to sample at this year's book tasting. And I hope that you have polite manners, that you thank all of the guests, and that you then revisit this menu when you get back to class and share about it with your family when you go home. I think it's a fun day, and I hope you do too.